What's up YouTube? It's Shadow J and welcome back to another video. Specifically part 2. Let me just take the sunglasses off because things are about to get serious. So this is part 2 to the video I posted the other day. If you haven't watched that one, we're going to rewind all the way back so you can watch part 1 and then come back to this one, which is part 2, just in case you haven't got the memo. Anyway, I left off last video saying that I got into not a lot of trouble, but I got an account terminated on a distributor, and I left the last video saying that I was going to find another distributor for my music. I said I didn't want to go into too much details. I still don't, because I don't want to get told off, and I want to keep everything behind closed doors. Yep, closed doors. I don't want anything to come out that could make me seem, a bad person, because that's not who Shadow J is. That's not who I am. I'm not a bad person. Anyhow, that being said, I am in the process of finding a new distributor and creating new music and hopefully some music videos. There are 3 things we're doing now, and that is where we're at. Talking about the future, however, I have got my old music coming on to SoundCloud, as you know, with my unreleased tracks. I also have my BandLab, which is where I create the music and where I have released some of the songs, which is partly what got me in trouble with my old distributor. So what's on BandLab will be unreleased songs, and those songs will also be on SoundCloud. Anything on BandLab and anything on SoundCloud doesn't exist to the rest of the world. Only the stuff that is on my Spotify and everywhere else when I get my new distributor is the stuff that exists to the rest of the world. So I just want to talk about the future. I will still be creating YouTube videos, and if I do go on a hiatus now and then, it's because, wow, I've forgotten. Anyway, hopefully that doesn't happen that often, because, I love doing these talking videos. I like supporting people and creating content in the way that I do. My TikTok will still be running. TikTok was, and my Instagram I will remember to post on more often. I did a photo shoot a couple of weeks ago as well. That photo shoot got me to 2 agencies, modelling agencies and acting agencies, or whatever they are. So I'm signed under the contract to 2 agencies right now, while still doing my other stuff. So if music and videos and things don't come out as regularly as expected, it's because I've been given jobs, etc., and all that jazz. I don't want to jinx it because I haven't had anything yet, but fingers, toes, and everything that you can crossed. Anyway, that's where I'm at with that. Again, last time when I got into trouble, I apologised for it because I meant no harm. I'm just doing what I love, and that is creating things. I've actually have started some poetry as well, so if you're interested in a poetry / story time kind of videos, give me a buzz, comment down below, DM me, and I might eventually create some short stories and short movie things, because I'm feeling a bit more creative and I don't want to be stuck in doing my 9 to 5. Well, it's not really 9 to 5, but doing my regular job every week. That's not something I aspire to or do for future or for long term. That being said, future and long term, I want to be acting, I want to do music, I want to do all these things. And you guys, by subscribing and following all my social medias, are making my dreams possible. Are making everything that I feel like I've worked so hard for come true. And for that, I am extremely grateful and I am extremely thankful for. The music situation at the moment, how it stands, is I've created a few sample tracks of songs and I'm just deciding what I want to put where and whether it is going to get me into trouble. But before I upload some of my old music onto SoundCloud, I want to put another track on there. Just because I think if that was my first proper release, it would get me into trouble due to the fact I sort of cheated and used a couple of loops and things, and one or two I don't think hurts, but I think they want it mostly to be authentic to yourself. But yeah, so that's the music-y side of stuff, and that's what I'm aiming and aspiring to do. Again, if you have any other comments or anything, shove them down in the description. And thank you to those so far who not, and I repeat, not nominated me for the Ice Bucket Challenge. I do appreciate it, because if I did that, that would be more hassle and I'd have to find a bucket, and I don't think we've got a bucket in the garage that hasn't actually got a spider or a cobweb living in it, or any other bug living in it, more to the point. So I'm thankful for that. And ice, no. I don't think we'd have enough to do that without having to go to the shops first to buy a bag of ice. So thank you for not doing that. And if you do nominate me after this, you and me gonna have a few words, yeah? Yeah, we're gonna have a few words. Not that I don't like supporting charities, I just don't like being cold and I don't like being wet. I'll support charities in other ways that don't make me cold and don't make me wet. But that's besides the point. If you have any video suggestions, plonk them down in the comments. If you have any suggestions for any covers or anything I want to do, tag me on Star Maker if you haven't already. Oh, and by the way, any covers you've seen me online, ignore them, because they were done ages ago before I knew what copyright and all those acts and legislations meant. Yeah? So if you see any of those online, do me a favour and report them. Anyhow, who, what, where, and when, I think now will be the time to end this video, because I think I've gone on enough and I've said a load of twaddle and a load of shit that, I possibly didn't need to say, but we said it anyway. So I'm going to end the video here. I have new equipment, cameras and everything ready to start a brand new era of Shadow J. You guys are now my shadows, and you've got to follow me around. And you guys are going to be the greatest supporters ever. Right? We're going to try. And be a bit like Youngblood's fandom, the Black Arts Club. We're going to try. And we're going to beat them, and we're going to be better than ever before. Right? The shadows are coming back. We're coming back harder, and we're coming back stronger than we've ever been before. Alright? Yeah, that's right, guys. It's serious now. So on that note, I'd like you to smash the like button on this video, subscribe, watch both parts of this stuff, and comment other things you want me to do. And in the meantime, I will pop these sunglasses back on and I will see you in the next one. See you later.